River City, thank you for holding.
Down at River City Bail Bonds, employees are staying busy helping people get out of jail during Fiesta.
River City, can you please hold?
And it's not just drinking and driving arrests causing their phones to ring.
Sorry. I mean, there's some that get arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, so it's not always, just a fist fight.
The most recent example of that, early Friday morning, police say a fight outside Fiesta's Tejano explosion ended with one man stabbed in the chest. Next door at Cowboy Bail Bonds, they're also seeing a spike in assaults during Fiesta.
I mean, 2 nights ago we got called for maybe 8 $100,000 bonds. And it was just all aggravated assaults.
Both companies say DWI and assault cases increased the most during Fiesta, but there's also a rise in sex crimes like indecent exposure and prostitution.
Yeah, that's year-round. But a little bit more sometimes during Fiesta just because they're kind of out and about.
Indecent exposure, I would definitely go with that one. That one's the top rated with that one.
Everybody here is here for different reasons. Lost a job, or house got burned down, or abusive relationship, whatever, you know what I mean? People here are all here for the different reasons. Anybody. Millionaires get home.
Music's always been that gift that holds people's spirits high.
Take the stress off us, you know what I mean? This is holiday season and everything. A lot of us out here is homeless.
Maybe these moments, these POC moments, create history for people that they can see that their life is still evolving and moving. And I hope music does that, and I hope these events will do that for people.
This is the first Christmas I ever had away from home, and I'm enjoying it with all my new friends.
That's what we do music for, is for that rush of that moment. Like, I remember where I was at this moment in my life, and this moment in my life, and I want to be there to like bring people to those moments.
Right, yeah. Just because I'm homeless, I'm not going to give up on life. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be out here next week.
These are the faces Corpus Christi attorney Bobby Hilliard is speaking for, victims whom he says were killed or severely injured in crashes caused by a faulty ignition switch in 8 GM models.
I've sat with moms and dads who for years have thought that their child must have fallen asleep and had an accident.
Hilliard, who just filed a class action lawsuit against the automaker, says GM knew about the problem at least a decade ago.
We have reached out to GM and we have urged them to issue a don't drive alert.
The problem is twofold.
Craig Cleveland with Beacon Automotive says a heavy keychain coupled with a poorly engineered ignition switch is a dangerous problem. That if a driver hits a bump on the road, the heavy chain could force the key to switch the vehicle into an off mode.
It's causing the ignition switch to fail prematurely. What we get is no power brakes, no power steering.
No control of your car unless you think and act fast.
Fortunately, in a panic situation, we don't always think so clear.
And again, the problem is there are cars in San Antonio right now, probably thousands of cars that have this defect right now.
A 3-round volley sounded at North Plaza downtown today. All those within earshot reminded to pay respect for fallen officers.
Deputy Arturo Rodriguez, December 14.
Bexar County Sheriff Susan Parmelo read each of their names one by one.
Deputy Adrian Aguilar.
The citizens of Bexar County are so supportive of law enforcement. And when someone dies in the line of duty or is injured, this community embraces all of law enforcement.
The sheriff's office also recognized Officer Stephanie Brown, an SAPD officer who died in March of 2011. Officer Brown was killed after her police car was hit head-on by a suspected drunk driver. The 27-year-old left behind a young daughter.
Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. We live for today. And whatever tomorrow brings, we have to just face it.
Officer Stanley Brown was Stephanie's father. He says he remembers his last goodbye to his daughter. He asked when he would see her again. He never expected he'd get a call saying she was gone.
The job keeps me going, thinking about her, knowing that she would not want me to stop now. After considering what has happened, she'd want me to continue pressing on.